June 6, 2024, and we are jumping into the first day challenge of your sacred purpose. Yes, yes, yes. 21 days. Happy new moon. Now, let me start off with this day as saying, just saying, um, this is that new moon, Taurus and Gemini, and Leo King did a really good talk about this moon cycle, this new moon cycle. And I would really encourage a lot of you to please watch his new moon video that he posted this morning. Now, if you're someone that is trigger, like you get easily triggered, you have to be able to watch this and not get triggered. Okay? We're at a high point where to be in your truth now, you have to be willing to represent it. You have to be willing to be in it. And not to steer or scare away from it because you don't want to deal with old energy of being attacked or something from it. Each person has a right to speak their truth, no matter what. We have that divine right. And sometimes the truth doesn't feel good, you know. But there's a lot of us way showers and a lot of us light workers, true light workers, okay? True way showers. I'm not talking about wannabes, okay? I'm not talking about the dabblers. They don't really commit. They just come on and steal other people's content and go up and do their stuff. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the real ones. We got sweat, blood, dirt in the game. We're in it to win it. That's what I'm talking about. And if you're a part of Be So Light Tribe, you're in it to win it. So here we're all about claiming our light, staying true to ourselves, staying true to your purpose. That's what we're here for. We are not here to play the victim role. We're not here to give up on ourselves. We are here to rise. We are here to be inspired, I mean to be in spirit. That's what we're here for. And to help inspire others who want to be inspired. Okay? We're not here hurting anybody. We don't do that. We say it like it is. And if you can't handle that, exit stage left. Because the days of shutting yourself down and stuffing it underneath the rug and covering it up, trying to fit in with the whole scenario, it's just not going to work. Everyone has a right to speak their truth. You have a right. I have a right. Everyone has a right to say it. And sometimes we have to be creative to say what we need to say. Okay? So, today I'm going to be ringing the bells. Because what do bells do? Bells kind of, I don't know, they really send out a vibration that really pushes away lower vibrational energies, because this work that we're starting and we're going to anchor into is very important for today. Now, there are some people trying to make this like a 666. It's not. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to pop that bubble. It's not. You can't casually ignore to 2024. You know, you can't ignore that. You can't ignore that too. It's an 8 energy. So it's 668. Anyway, I had to just say that because there's people out there trying to make it a 666 and it's not. Now, if you're just trying to say, well, I'm not going to conclude the number 2 in front of the 24. That's where you're getting your 6 from. But come on, really? You got to include that other 2. That's not just there as a space holder. That's what we're in. So it's 6-6, portal. It's a 12 energy, which is a trinity of a 3. There you go. Means we're in creative energy. So, I put in the community center. You might want to get, if you have anything you want to mist yourself with, If you have any oils you want to use, make sure you have some water by on hand. We have a lot to jump into, and I'm really going to try to keep this under an hour. I'm going to do my best. But you know, this is the first one. We have to set it up. We have to set up the sacred portals. And this is your sacred portal that you're going to be working in for 21 days. So this is going to carry us all the way past summer solstice to the end of this month. We're going to complete this moon cycle of the crystal moon to the end of this month. We're going to complete it because it's all about the dedication. It's all about what you're being dedicated to. So before we start, we're going to create this sacred space. We're going to call in our divine guardians. We're going to start off with Archangel Michael. Be here now in your presence. We're calling forth Archangel Raphael for the healings. We're calling forth the Angel of Miracles, which is Archangel Uriel. We're calling you forth. And I love working with these three. And then we're just going to call forth the divine cosmic grandmothers of the utmost high from 12th dimension on up. And we're calling in the divine mother from 12th dimension on up energy, as well as the divine source and mother, father, divine creator source, the one and only superior. We're calling that in. So we're calling in the animal kingdom and the crystal mineral kingdom. And now we will make the statement of shielding. And I'm going to move out of this one spot. Put that on silence and raise that up. Okay. Everyone taking a nice deep breath. Get centered. We here at Be So Light, the tribe that claims the light, we now set forth universal law and activating it. Anything or anyone of lower vibration that commits harm, negativity, and you have your negative entities with you that are using you as the host to do these things. Unless you are ready to transform into a higher vibration of love, you are not welcome at this platform. Your energy of lower vibration is not welcome here. Therefore, you must find a platform that will allow you to be at that platform, to be that host for that. We here at Be So Light do not consent to your negative energy. We do not consent to the negativity of your entities that you carry. We do not consent to the draconians, reptilians, maboyas, archons. We don't consent to those energies. Manipulation, mind control, lower EMF vibrations. We don't consent to your timeline. We don't consent to you violating our sovereign rights. We do not consent to you. And if anything, we definitely don't bow down to you. Those days are gone and those days are over. There you go. And with that being said, if you come in this platform trying to do those things, we here at Be So Light have no problem calling out the divine source light to imprint on you. There you go. All right. We have set forth our sacred divine words, and now we are holding the truth of that light here. We are here to do what we need to do for ourselves to move into that higher frequency. So, with that being said, Breathe that in. Breathe that in. And this one's my favorite one. Love that sound. Something about ringing the bells, it brings in such a beautiful vibration. And it immediately expands the space and pushes out anything that is not of a higher vibration and creates that sacred bubble. So I just love that. Let's go ahead. Mist yourself if you so desire. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. And bring in a little bit of oil into the hands. We are in ceremony, activating this beautiful divine portal of light. And taking a nice deep breath. Exhale it out. Breathe in again. Exhale it out. Breathe in again. Exhale it out. And breathe in again. And exhale it out. I like to welcome all the new subscribers. I like to also thank you, all of you, for your wonderful comments of yesterday when you were feeling the energy moving through your body and how it was creating some shifting in you. I am so happy that you were able to be in attendance at that moment in time. Okay? So let us go ahead and start off. And let's just call in our East. Now remember, you are representing your sacred energy wherever you are. You are bringing in a light, a crystalline light bubble portal in your space that you will have for 21 days to be working in, to go and be present in. And the way when you have your bubble up, the shield, and you're working in your crystalline sacred portal space, you literally just say, I am present. I am present. When you state that, I am present, and you state, I am present within my sacred portal, my crystalline portal of light, divine light, that's the activation that you're sitting in to do your work, to do your thinking, to do your communion with your divine team, to do your prayers, your meditation, whatever calls to you of your connection within yourself, your higher self, and to the divine source. That's what this represents. So we're just going to call in the beautiful divine spirit keepers of the East of Air to thank you for bringing in flow, to thank you for bringing in the flow of air, the breath of life, the prana. And we thank you for being here as we move into this 21 days of challenge together, of creating and dedicating ourselves to our sacred purpose. As we move to the south of fire, we call in the beautiful divine keepers of the south, of the fire, of inspiration, bringing in the light to see clearly, bringing in the start of new things with that fire, bringing in the purification through fire, of where we need to see things and to be able to connect to that divine fire light within, to be inspired. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. We now connect to the divine energy of water, the spirit keepers, the divine keepers of the waters. Thank you so much for being here. We welcome you and we thank you for being a part of this divine medicine, this divine circle. Let everything be nourished by the waters that flows through us. Thank you for the strength of the waters. Thank you. And now we move to the north, to the spirit keepers of the earth, where the ancient ones sit, where the ancient one talked to us, where we have those whispers of the north. Thank you so much for being here, the divine keepers of the north. Thank you for being a part of this sacred circle. As we cast a circle and activate it, we are now presently in the medicine as above, so below. Aho Ashe Jamal. Bring both hands to heart. Extend up to crown. I am present. Open hands up. Feel your sacred crystal portal energy. And bring it back up. And bring it down. And now spin. Hands are flat and you spin the energy, anchoring into the positive timeline of Mother Earth. Anchoring into the new Earth energy that we are creating. And just hold that space, hold that energy. Now bring it up. Bring it back to heart space. Flip the energy and now press it down. And once again, flat hands, spin the energy to the earth. And we're tapping into all the positive timelines, all the positive light grids that are on the highest vibration, anchoring in. And now bring it back to heart space. And so it is. Breathe. All right, all right, all right. So we have our sacred space activated. You are in your sacred space. This is where you'll be doing your work. In your space. This moves with you. Okay. It's activated. It's emanating your divine sovereign light. It's emanating. And it's keeping out the negativity. Which is your sacred portal. You program it to do that. And that's what it does. For 21 days, we are going to be in this beautiful, sacred, divine light, working with our sacred purpose. And here's the first thing I want you to move into. If you have your paper, I put in the community a picture. You can have parchment paper if you want to use just plain old parchment paper. Okay. Hi, it's you again. Or you can have just the yellow paper. Okay. Now, this is the part where you're activating your sacred purpose. And the reason why you're doing it in writing form, you're activating your divine Heka as well as your divine connection through your thoughts and putting it on paper. Okay? So I went ahead and got, I love all the different kind of colored papers on pens, everything. I love it. I like using this paper because it's so vibrant and beautiful. And I also use this paper when I have to make my clients' charts when I'm working with them in a spiral light session. So I love working with that color. So we're going to use this yellow. And this yellow is all about opening and illuminating light. Opening the road ahead of you. But you have to get really clear on what is your purpose, why are you doing it, and to be true in yourself, to speak your truth, to be in your truth. And that doesn't mean committing harm to anyone. This is not where you want to be, because the amount of energy that's circulating right now and how fast we are moving energetically, you do not have time to be in negative mode. As a matter of fact, the energy is moving so fast, it's not going to allow you to be in that energy. I love, love, love. I got to give a shout out to Aquarius Maximus. That woman is just boom. She specializes in cardology. She was on Black Magic 363 last night. She gave a wonderful teaching, and it was all about being present. Hi, darling. Hi. And she really was talking about how important it is for each and every one of us to stand in your mission. And when she said it, and when she used the words, stop being oppressed. I've been saying that this whole week. The oppression. And I about fell off the side of my chair when she said it. And I said, God, she's freaking me out, because there's certain things she was saying that was validating that we're all tapped into that higher consciousness awareness. And it was just beautiful. So I got to give a shout out to her, because she was just absolutely standing in that divineness, and really was saying, this is the time of truth. This is the time that you stand in that truth. This is not the time to be a victim. This is not a time. This is a time to rise. This is a time to really tap into you. And then tapping in to all of this wonderful divine light that's coming in, that is moving us so fast. Time has accelerated so fast, it's ridiculous. And she really talked about that. She says, you don't even have time to bring your thoughts to a negative thought to be there. It's not going to allow you to settle, because time is moving like that. You do somebody wrong, guess what? That's going to show up in that day, and it's going to be 3 times the energy of whatever you just shelled out on someone. You're going to see it. You cut somebody off on the highway, you're mistreating somebody, you do somebody wrong, you're going to see it. And it's not going to take a couple of days or a couple of weeks. No, you're going to see it probably right instantaneous. That's how fast stuff is moving. And you know what it is? It's all about, where are you showing up? How are you showing your light? That's what it's about. How you're showing up. So I really, really invite each and every one of you. Hold on one second. Let me make an adjustment. Okay, that's good. All right. Each and every one of you, today you're going to mark down, what is your what? What's your what? So you'll have your paper now. You can have this or this, parchment, whichever one. And what you want to do is start with the first word, what, up here. Okay, yes, instant karma. Absolutely. The reason why we're putting it in writing, and I want you to pick the pin color you want to feel connected to. Okay, you want to use either your purple, your blues, your blacks, how you want to write that on here. Okay, this needs to be somewhere where you can see it. If you're going to put it in your divine bathroom, where you do all your creativity to talk to yourself divinely, to take care of yourself divinely, to get your day started divinely, that's where you want to put it. Okay? You want to be able to see it, to remind you of why you're here. Because as time is speeding up, and what Leo King was talking about this morning, how this energy is going to be moving our butts, and some of the things that are going to come out, it's not going to be too, too fun. It's not going to feel good. But those of us that are in it to win it, we will shine bright to help others. Okay? Yeah, a whole box of colors. I like my color. And this is a cardstock type of paper, so it's kind of nice and thick. It's not flimsy. You can work with it. And you've got an array of colors there. Come on, lovelies. Look at that deliciousness there of colors. Doesn't that just make your heart sing? Look at that. It's really, really good. Okay, so your first question, I need your name at the top. Put your birthday that you were born on. Sweet, I love it. Put your birthday. Okay, that's your signature. That's your stamp. When you arrived here, put your stamp on there. And make sure you're using either your medicine name that you're going by or your birth name. Okay? Whatever energy name that you are being known as through the cosmos. Okay? When you're sitting with this, I need you to treat this as though this itself is a portal. And you're divinely sitting, answering the question, what is your sacred purpose? And then underneath it, why are you feeling called to do this? I don't need you to write a novel. This is the part that's going to trip some of you, where you have to really sit, and I need you to be very crystal clear on what you're saying. I need you to be in that crystal clear. And I don't want you to worry about how everything's going to turn out. What's your why? What is your what? What is your why? How do you want to show up? What is your inspired outcome? Okay. What's your inspired outcome? You've got to get really clear. Because when you write it, that's the energy of the imprint that you're moving through into that central nervous system. Your eyes are connecting to it. Your sensories on the fingertips, the flowing energy that flows through the wrists, through the arms, coming up into the brain, into the eyes, is watching the imprint on the paper. Then the mind is registering it. Then it's emanating and bringing the energy out into your beautiful, subtle body, etheric body self. So now it's projecting itself through what you're seeing, what you're feeling as you're writing it. Coming from that place here in that sacred heart, being present. Yes, being fully present when you're writing this. And let this also be known that this is your sacred purpose contract to yourself, of what you will consent to for you in your sacred purpose, what you're willing to consent to. This is a conscious knowingness, connection, and what you're expecting. If it's to make a move, and part of your sacred purpose is to build, to move, to grow something, a community, then write that. If it's to redesign yourself and to build your own business, to write your books, to get out there, to build a YouTube platform. Write it out. You don't have to write a novel, but write it out in a place of feeling how it feels to you. What it feels like, why you're doing it. What's the sacred purpose that you're doing? Okay? That's this first one. Okay, so if you want to, for tonight, as you put this together, you can take a candle. You can put it on. Did I bring it? Okay. Your candle, if you burn a tea light candle, make sure you put it in a tea light holder. You can put that on top. Now, if you're not doing the yellow paper thing and you say, well, I just want to work with the candle, you can sit with the candle, but when you're sitting with the candle, you have to hold it. You talk to the candle. It's not lit. You simply just hold it to heart space. You talk to it. You state it as such. And then you greet and activate with the spirit of fire. Strike, light, and so it is. Now, the spirit of fire is holding what you have spoke into the candle because you're using air, pressing it into the candle, sending that vibration in. Your hands are holding it. That is a part of your earthing energy to hold it as you're speaking your air element into it. Then you strike and light the fire, and you're inviting the spirit of fire into that candle, which then becomes the spirit of the essence of what you just said. Therefore, that flame comes up, which is the living spirit of what you just said, is now going out into the ethers and is vibrating that. Yeah, I love that. I love working with candles because you're working with the element of fire, and that element is a real spiritual being. It's not a fake being. It's a real living being. It's the same when we talk about water. This water is a living being. The air, we cannot live without the air. It's a living being of air flowing around us. And then the earth is a living being. You bring all this together, what do you have? The creation of what you are creating comes into your new reality. So whatever your old reality energy is doing, this is where you're getting rid of that space. Okay? You're going to give yourself permission to show up and allow the transformation. So know that today is the start of the initiation of the self, rededicating yourself to your sacred purpose, to be re-inspired and even reevaluating if you are ready to upgrade yourself higher. And say, okay, you know what, this has been kind of cool, but I'm ready to go up a little higher. Because as we're moving in this faster energy, guess what? It's going to lift you up into that. But remember, you have to get really clear. And while you're using this yellow is representing the solar plexus. It is also representing what is known as the road opener, to unblock the road so it illuminates and is seen. So when you're working with this yellow and you're seeing it, you're giving yourself that vibration when you're writing on it. And because that's all divine Heka is all about, is being in your divine magic and also being in your divine voice, and writing in a divine way of what you're creating. So this is our today. Today is the day you have to complete this. Okay? So whatever time you show up here in this sacred portal here, a Abyssal light, this is the time you want to start writing this. So that's that first part of that. We already activated our portals. Those of you that are just coming in, just know you are in the sacred portal and it's already being activated. So wherever you are and you are watching this, you are representing a vibration of that sacred crystal portal that has already been anchored into the present positive grid light of Mother Earth. So it's really, really important that we walk our talk and mean what we say. You gotta walk it and you gotta mean what you say. Mean what you say and walk it. Okay? So that the universe has no choice but to give you back exactly what you're doing. This is not about half-ass stepping. No making this up. This is being in truth. This is about walking and honoring it. And you have to be in it to win it. All of you are in it to win it. Everyone is born with a mission. And all we're doing right now is getting really clear and showing up and doing this medicine in a good way. That's what this is about. 21 days. What are you going to create? What's going to change for you in 21 days? Because as fast as everything is moving, you have to own the belief that you can change things. And you have to understand that you're a creative being. You have to own it. And this is all about owning it right now. And yes, we're going to have a couple of hiccups going on. Yes, it's going to be a little bit chaotic stuff going on. But what are you willing to do to stay true to your light and stay true to your mission? Are you easily going to just give up? Because a lot of us who are way showers, who are light workers, we have found ourselves being so emotionally challenged with the things that we've been seeing. Sometimes you just say to yourself, I don't think I'm going to make it. I think I'm just going to give up. If you're here right now in the Abyssal Light tribe, I am asking you to claim your light. Just claim it. Stand in the sovereign light that you are and claim it. Because as each one of us anchors in and we vibrate with that knowing I'm standing in the truth of who I am and I'm representing that, you stay true to it. And that's what's going to make the difference of what you're creating. And you're going to see that. But you are the creator. And however you're showing up is what you're creating. It's only made light workers stronger and giving us all a chance to affirm our mission and our purpose with intention. Yes, exactly, Sequoia. Having that mission. And this is basically what it is. I'm having you rededicate yourself to really get clear. Because what's happening a lot of times, we just get a little sidetracked. I talked about that the other day. We get a little sidetracked. And then if this is time to reevaluate and look at something, do that. But write it out. And after you write it out tomorrow, you will read it to yourself. You'll read it afterwards. Then tomorrow morning before you come into the portal here, you'll read it again. Every day You will make eye contact with what you have written. Now, here's the thing. Are you ready? If any time that you feel as though as you wrote something and it still doesn't feel like it's your highest truth of yourself, I invite you to go back and redo it. Because that just might pop up for you. That might just show at that moment when you went in today and you wrote it down and you're just going to go ahead and complete it, but you're not really present, you're not really connecting. And somewhere down maybe in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th, 9th day, you come back and you read it and then you start to feel it and you're like, well, wait a minute. I might just want to go a little bit higher than this. I might want to expand a little bit bigger. Am I limiting myself? And if that happens, you're on the right track. Because of the fact your higher self now is saying, hey, go back and read that. I want you to have a conference with me. Do you really mean what you're saying right here? Does this feel really good to you? Is there anything else? Because I thought you said you really wanted to do this. You felt called to do this. Your higher self is going to call you out. If it doesn't call you out during the daytime, it will call you out in your dream world. And remember, this is that perfect opportunity time. If you're not paying attention, not listening, your beloved self, which is the higher self, will manifest itself and show itself to you in your living space. That's the beloved visit. And it will shock the shit out of you. And when you have that visit, you better make sure you're listening. Because anything right now is possible. Anything is possible right now. So what are you bringing to the table? Okay? So that's the first part of this. Portals are up. You got your paper. If you got your candles, today is the day you're going to get that initiated. Okay, we're going to utilize this energy for our highest good, whatever it is that you're connecting with and creating. All right? So get pen and paper. I did my reads this morning for a couple of clients. It was off the hook insane. Off the hook insane. I was like, oh, jeez. So, pen and paper, all aboard, all light workers, all way showers, all medicine people. And remember, you can pull your own cards. This is just the activation to get the day started and to bring in the questions to kind of ponder. But this is just to get started. I'm seeing like certain ones coming up and I'm like, okay, well, I'll put this one. All right. I'm going to start off with the question from the Work Your Light Oracle. It's going to ask you. Then we're going to slip over to the Star Seed. And this is all a part of that. And what happens here is that this starts to open your mind and starts little sparks, little ideals coming through. So let's start with the first one. Work Your Light. Okay, first card is Anna, grandmother of Jesus, sending the light and laying foundation divine plan. Sending the light and laying the divine plan. And what you're using here is Yahshua. Yahshua for that. So what are the grandmothers saying? What is the seeding the light and laying the foundation of the divine plan? This is right on cue because you have to have your what? Now we're going to move into the sacred waters. Actually, the starseed ones. The message for the starseed. Damn. Jeez Louise. Star ancestors. What did we call in the north? Hidden secret. Lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. Yes, that is a great card to start off with. Perfect card. Okay, this is the second one. Man, this is intense already. Okay, the message from the waters. Oh, man. Can't make this stuff up. Clear waters. Clear vision. Confirmation. Right timing and opportunity. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. How crazy is that? Okay, this is building. Oh, you got that, Our Lady. Yes, I love it. I love that. Okay, so that's the messages of working your light as a star seed. Okay, that's crazy. Now we're going to move into the medicine part. And this one's going to deal with the medicine, the plants, and then the crystals. And this is a place too, if you have Lemurians at this time while we're moving into this work, you want to be working with your crystals with that. Tomorrow we will be doing code work, moving into code vibrations and activating that. And the medicine card. Oh, jeez. Okay. This is the West, and it's all about purging. What needs to be purged, what needs to be removed that is still kind of showing up. Okay, so that's the West. In the plant world, the message from the plant beings. I like this. We have meditation and skull cap. Now, I'm not a doctor. Blah, 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 blah. I don't prescribe. Blah, 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 blah. But skull cap is a beautiful plant to work with when you have soreness. You need your pain to be reduced. Skull cap is a beautiful plant to work with. Okay. And then the second indigenous plant medicine that goes with the astrology. And I love this set. Absolutely love it. is lion's mane, and it's all about leadership. And this is right on point. When you stand in the truth of who you are and you represent that, you want to be the leader of your medicine, of what you're doing. So the lion's mane holds that medicine of becoming that leadership. It's very healing for the body. Okay? So the lion's mane. And this one, you know what? I got to dive into it because it's an 18, and that's that 9 energy. And it's all about sacred masculine, leadership, ambition, provider, strong will, spiritual power. That's what it represents. And the astrology ruling of this is going to be Mercury and Uranus. So I like that. Okay, we're moving into the crystal. We're almost done. They said this was going to be one of those activational reads that hits all levels. Nimonite. I think this is a, I want to say it's a fossilite, and this is a number 38. And that's the crystal for this. And this one, the message behind it is achieving self-mastery, inner power, recovering your sense of self. God dang, this is right on point. Evidence of the progress. Love this. Paying attention. Nice stone. Okay, we have that one. Okay, now we're going to step into the questions and the tarot. And then we'll have the activation card. Okay. And then this. Yeah, it's pretty thick. It's a pretty heavy read to start off with. And then the question that goes with it. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. So the first She Tarot is adaptability, number 7. Hi, Pearly. Number 7. Adaptability. The second card is your, I want to say your Knight of Wands. And it has a question with it. And I like using that question. There we go. Okay. So the Knight of Wands. This once again has the charisma, the passion, the spontaneity, pursuing your dreams, fast energy, enthusiasm, courage, and taking inspiration action, the pursuit of an adventure. And here it is. This is the affirmation. In the pursuit of the image, I manifest this fire with the infectious feeling of inspiration. Okay, in the pursuit of the imagined, I manifest this fire with the infectious feeling of inspiration. So being inspired, being in that push, I love it. The question card, can't make this stuff up, people, changes. That is a number 10, and that 10 is all about representing that one energy. What are we starting in? So we got changes. And that's a beautiful card. So what are you creating changes in? So this one, here's the questions. This is all about the natural cycles of life, a positive outcome, a turning point, a good luck, karma, destiny, the unfolding of your soul path, welcoming adventure and mystery. Here it is. Have you been hanging out on the cusp of change for a while now? That's the first question. How will you know when the gentle beginnings of change have arrived? What evidence will you see? Name it. What evidence will you see and name it? What lucky chances have helped you along the way? Okay? What is the change? So put that in the thought pattern of what's the change? What's the change that needs to be created? What is the change you need to do? And that's a hard question. Your last two cards, actually last three. What have you forgotten? Told you this was going to be a heavy read because it's setting your mind into that place of questions, asking yourself, yeah, we're going to talk about that. Damn. Setting the intentions. And this number is a 22. Setting the intentions. Setting the intentions. So set your intentions. Your Lemurian message. Oh my God. Starseeds. You're the light. Starseeds. And it's another 4 and a 6, another 10 energy. Dang. And your last card, and this is the one that activates everything, is the Gateway activation card. That star seer, being able to see clearly. Star seer. I said star seer. Star seer. I hope you guys are ready for this. So we're going to have that star seer point going on here. But guess what? What starts the whole thing is the crown chakra upgrade. Are you ready? Divine connection, the holy experience, and the miraculous energy. Ta-da. There you are. lovelies. You're in it to win it. So in this journey, just know, because we do have a lot of some flares going on, we have a lot of energy moving, and the acceleration of time is moving. It's really going to be hitting the crown, the throat, the third eye, and getting rid of whatever is not supposed to be connected. That's just, we got that owl, that medicine of the owl, purge. So whatever is still kind of sitting in the background has to go bye-bye. But don't worry. You're going to be divinely supported. 100%. I guarantee you that. Okay? I guarantee you. So this concludes that reading of how everything's going to flow. We are right on track already. And this activates it. And this is already saying being connected through the crown. Okay? Your crown right now, you need to make sure you guard that. When you go out in public and you got to be out in grocery stores and stuff, put a hat on your head. Wrap it up. Do something. Protect this. Okay? Just for when you got to go out around a crowd of people, because from what Leo King said, he did an excellent talk. Please go over and watch him. Get his info. Do not get triggered. If you're a Be So Light member here, you don't get triggered by stuff. You just say, oh, that's information I needed to hear. Thank you. Okay? But the planetary alignment things that are going to be happening between now and this weekend, some people are going to be just losing their stuff. My suggestion to all of you, if you have to go out and get things, shop and get food, stuff like that, whatever it is, go early. Don't wait till midday to go do stuff when there's more people out. And especially when the temperature is higher. What happens when the heat is higher? People start to lose their stuff. It's hot. Not to mention all the frequencies that's going on around us. Okay? But make sure you take the time. When you get back, you cleanse yourself. You keep yourself clean. You stay in that divine light of yourself. This is 21 days of the staying present. How good are you going to master yourself? Don't you just love it? I love it when we come together and do this, because when we do this, we start to see little things happening out around us that's something changing, something positive. Remember, you're connected to the universe. The universe is connected to you. So what do you want to project? That's the beauty of it all. So, everyone has their homework assignment. We went through the read, what is being activated. We talked about how we need to show up and be present. But the main thing is everyone does their writing tonight. And here's the beauty of it. As soon as everyone starts clicking in to writing, you might just feel someone else divinely writing also. And you feel beautiful thoughts drifting through the ethers. And you're like, wow, that's really cool. Because we're all in this doing it together. Okay? So, I just wanted to come on. We are in it now. This is day 1. We are together. So, we're doing it for 21 days. We got 20 more days after this to keep going. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. Please make sure you go over and take a look at Leo's info. It was very priceless. and what he had to say and what he showed in his readings. So, with that being said, let's say it together. You are divinely aligned. You are divinely awake. You are divinely free. You are divinely seen. You are divinely heard. You are divinely loved. Be soul light. Be inspired. Write in your divine way. Do your divine curriculum so you show up for your sacred purpose. All right. Be that, be that, be that. All right. So if you did watch the movie Mirrors, now you understand how important it is to pay attention to those spaces. Okay? Because they are portals. And that movie showed that. And this is heads up for all way showers and all light workers. When you go out and you're purchasing things that have those mirrors, or you're going into an apartment and other people have lived there and they went through whatever, you have to make sure you really smudge that place, turn that mirror off, shut it down, so you can live in a beautiful, sacred space without things coming through and hijacking your space. And you're wondering, how are they getting in? Well, check the mirrors. And please, if you're someone that goes out buying mirrors, just be aware that you need to cleanse it, shut it down, because mirrors record. Just like when you go to the store and you get bottled water, I never take the front one. I always take the one from the back. Why would I do that? Because the front one is recording everybody. It's recording that stressed out person that's walking by. Oh, I got you thinking now, don't I? Oh, now you're gonna get it from the back. Not gonna take the front. Okay, good job. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. I will see you tomorrow for day 2 of us stepping into the next part of the medicine. But everyone, get started on your sacred purpose. I'll see you tomorrow. Be good to yourself. Much love to all of you. Bye.